Alright, so today is the 9th of March 2024 and it officially marks 1 year of me making videos on the Kisinformation YouTube channel. Exactly 1 year ago today at 7:30 PM I put up my very first video, which was avoid these EU passports, and I put on my Instagram story a couple of days ago people to ask me some questions, as I wanted to do a 1 year special Q&A type of video, pretty much like a recap on this year of making videos. And the first question I got was from a good friend of mine. It isn't really citizenship related, but I'm still going to answer it because he put energy into asking me a question. So my mate Ben asked me favourite ice cream flavour. Now that is getting a little bit personal, I won't lie, but I'd probably go with something like solid caramel or something. I don't know. I'm not really a sweet candy type of guy. Anyway, now we're going on to the actual relevant questions. That isn't a dig, but favourite ice cream flavour, come on. So I had one question asking, what is the best passport in your opinion? I've touched upon this a couple of times. I'd probably have to say Irish. To be honest, if I could get any passport in the world, I probably would get Irish. Yes, it isn't really diversification, but the Irish passport has a lot of benefits that not a lot of people know about. It is arguably one of the best passports in the world. I mean, you have a working holiday agreement with the United States. You've got access to the European Union and the UK. Dual nationality is allowed, and it's very respected on the international sector. So what's not to like in regards to the Irish passport? Alright, so I had another very good question. I really like this question especially. This is, what are your favourite videos of the previous year? So I believe what they're asking is, what videos have I made that I think are really good, that are worth watching even now, that weren't just relevant at the time or what have you? And I feel like there are a couple. One of them is very, very not related to citizenship, but I really like that video and I really enjoyed making it. It's a very different style to me. But I would probably say perhaps when the European Union announced that they'd be introducing the ETIAS, I did a video on that. It got about 27,000 views. And I feel like that was very good because it informed a lot of people who otherwise would have been a bit scared that they need to get a visa, exactly what was going on. And look, that ETIAS has been delayed now to about 2025, I think. So people do not have to worry about that one, but for a video, I feel like that was a very good one. Another shout, I think, would be the best passports in each continent. That really took passport diversification and analysis to a different place for me, because, I feel like a lot of people often talk about the same type of passports, maybe Latin America, Caribbean, and Europe. But they don't talk about every continent, apart from Antarctica, in the world, about what are the best passports to get if you're looking to personally diversify. And there was one video I made that had absolutely nothing to do with citizenship. It was in the style of this YouTuber called Moon, and I enjoyed some of his videos. He did a very good video on A Clockwork Orange. So I want to recreate that with a film that no one ever talks about. It's called The Devils, 1971, directed by Ken Russell. It's a horrendous film. If you do not have a strong gut or a strong stomach or something, do not watch that film. But The Devils Tried to Warn You is probably one of my favourite videos of all time. It's a very different style. I always plan on making more videos like that. I just need to find more movies to talk about. So if you have any suggestions, then be sure to comment them down below about making, I don't know, Star Wars Tried to Warn You or something. Yeah, be sure, because I really enjoyed making that video. It has nothing to do with citizenship, but it talks about things that not a lot of people talk about, and it's a very unknown film. If you look up The Devils 1971, you might get a few clips from it. You might see someone like Mark Kermo talking about it from 2011 on his 40th anniversary. But other than that, not a lot of people like to talk about it. So those would be my personal favourite videos for this previous year. It would be the UK ETIAS to the European Union video, The Devils Tried to Warn You, and the best passports on each continent. Now, I specifically didn't talk about the podcast in this answer because I did get another question asking me, what has been your favourite podcast episode? And I feel like with the podcast on this YouTube channel, I'm very happy with it, because all of the 5 guests that I've gotten on so far have told so many diverse stories. I've had someone like Gamble on, who talked about, his experiences traveling in Latin America. I had someone like Nick from Millennial Think Tank on, talking about everything from language diversification to Caribbean citizenship to European Union citizenship diversification. And then, I had people like Reese on, Alex, all these people. I feel like it made a really good episode. Even JP as well. The JP podcast about credit card travel points. That was such a niche topic that I knew nothing about. But in that 1 hour and about 15-minute call, I learned so much from him. So in regards to the podcast, I probably don't have a personal favourite. The podcast episodes, if you take a look at the playlist, they've got different things for everyone. They all have a lot of different subjects, but I feel like they're all very, very good. Let me know what type of videos you would like to see me make in this next year. And if you like this video, you can click right here to subscribe to Kisinformation on YouTube. And if you want to follow me on my other social media, you can follow me on Instagram, X, and Rumble. They'll all be linked down below in the description.